And it's a beautiful Wednesday morning here at WOJB, 37 degrees and sunny skies. And joining me right now, all the way from the Northwoods Humane Society inside the cat room, is Lisa Lew. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning, Mark. How are you?
Doing well.
So your
It's
song was 1,000 horses. I feel like we have 1,000 cats here.
yes. You were full like 2 or 3 weeks ago as well. What
Oh,
you keep getting more in?
we've we've been full with dogs and cats pretty much all summer long. And yeah, I
Wow.
think I skipped out last month because I was so busy. And then I had about 67 cats. And
Oh, wow.
guess how many I have now?
75.
No, well, I did have 75. Now I only have about 67.
Oh, wow.
But we've had a lot of adoptions. So we've adopted in this month alone over 20 cats, and last month over that many as well. So yeah, they just keep coming in, and we just keep plugging away trying to find homes for them.
Yeah.
We're all, I mean, usually the summer months, we're always, every year we are full with cats. In fact, I found an old newspaper article from, I don't know how many years ago, and the title was something like, Northwoods Humane Society cannot take any more cats.
Yeah.
And we had about 80 cats at that time too. So it's um
Wow.
it's a summer problem, and
Yeah.
cats just breed so much in the summer season, and now that we've had kind of warmer weather, they're still trying to have another litter before the snow flies. So
Yeah. In fact, you say here in a post you did yesterday, you have over 20 kittens waiting to be
yes,
adopted.
we do. We have so many sweet kittens right now that are available for adoption. Yeah, they're over 20. I that was just a quick count, but
Yeah.
and more coming in. I'm supposed to get another 4 cats today. So yeah, there's lots and lots of kittens and puppies too. We're always full with cats, but usually the dogs go a little bit faster. But the dogs and puppies have been kind of slow for adoptions. So we still have lots of puppies. We have at least 8 puppies available for adoption right now, and a couple of them we've had for several weeks. So if anyone's interested in adopting a puppy, now is the time,
Sure.
because there's some
What-
really really cute ones, and we've posted lots of videos and photographs of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. I
Um,
see that on Facebook a lot. What are the breeds of the dogs and puppies that you have?
well, we have 3 puppies that are like a healer, maybe Great Pyrenees mix. So they're kind of white and fluffy with some spots on them. They're really cute. And then we have 5 other puppies that are just big, juicy white puppies with spots on. I think they listed them as collie mixes, but they are big. They're little chunks. They're really cute.
Yeah.
And so we've got all those puppies, and then we have a couple, other, like we have a 6-month-old black lab mix whose name is Blueberry. We also have a 5-month-old black lab mix named Brownie. So we have a
Mm,
lot of black lab mixes right now. So if anyone's a fan of black labs, and
yeah.
mixes are always great dogs. So we've got a lot of those.
Sure. And all these are the animals that are available for adoption. They've been neutered or spayed, right?
Yes, they have to be spayed or neutered in order to be adopted. So,
Okay.
so yeah, they've been altered. With the cats, the cats are tested for feline leukemia, and then the dogs, if they are old enough, are tested for heartworm disease. And then both dogs and cats are also microchipped, so that's another
Oh,
added bonus.
okay. Yeah.
And then all the appropriate vaccinations, depending on their age. If they're old enough for rabies vaccination, they have a rabies. parvo distemper for puppies, and Panluke for kittens and adult cats. So yeah, and the adoption fee for cats and kittens is only $65. So that doesn't even cover
Wow.
everything that we do for these animals.
Yeah.
And the puppies usually start at 300, and then depending on their age, it goes down.
Okay.
So, and I don't have those numbers in front of me. I can't keep it all
Yeah.
in here. So yes, we are pleading with the public to come and adopt. Now is a great time, and the weather is still nice, and you can get out and you can
Right.
break a puppy, and so
Yeah. And I was thinking, another topic of conversation, if you could speak to it, is outdoor animals. Now, some of these larger dogs can live outdoors fairly well, but what's some special concerns that Humane Society would have for people who have outdoor animals and keep them outside? What's the best thing
well,
practically for that?
we always prefer that animals remain indoors, but if it ends up that they have to be outside, we do we offer dog houses for dogs,
Oh,
and we also have some heated water bowls as well. So you can
okay.
call the shelter and talk to the canine coordinator, and usually he'll ask what size dog you have. And we do have dog houses. So at least you can provide some kind of shelter when the weather gets cold.
Yeah.
And now for cats, now of course, if you've got feral cats or wild cats, they don't want to come in your house. So they would prefer to stay away and stay outside. But it's also nice to provide them with some kind of shelter as
Yeah.
well. Now, a lot of feral cats are very resourceful, and they will either find a way in underneath something, under a shed or under your stairs, or just some way to get out of the cold. But we also have right now we're providing some, I guess you would call them big styrofoam coolers that somebody donated. I think they received some kind of food, and or some of those meals that
Oh,
people order.
right. Yeah.
And so you can take those coolers and you can actually make them into a nice little outside cat house. You just would have to cut a small hole in the side and then provide something. Usually hay or straw is a good idea. It's better than putting blankets into dog houses,
Oh, okay.
because when the animals are in there and they're producing, they're breathing a lot, and the straw in the hay is really good for absorbing moisture instead of having blankets that will get wet and then freeze.
Okay.
So yeah, if anyone has some outside cats and would like a couple of these big coolers, that they work really well. And the other thing people use sometimes too are just you can just go to the store or thrift store and buy a tote, like a big plastic tote.
Right. Yep.
And same principle. You can just cut a hole in the side and provide some kind of something to keep the cat warm in there. So yeah, we have a lot of things here that we can offer. When we had an outside cat at our house, we purchased one of these little things called a snuggle disc. And it's actually a little plastic disc that you put in the microwave, and it actually keeps the heat, retains the heat for quite a long time. And so we used to heat this disc up, and then we would put it outside in our outside cat's little house that we built for him. And most of the time, even when it was way below zero, it would still be kind of warm. Of course, it was in a it was like in a downstairs sort of, so it was out of the element,
Oh, okay.
but
Yeah.
it still stayed pretty warm. So there's a lot of different things that you can do safely,
Yeah.
Instead of plugging things in and risking the chance of fire, or to help keep your animals warm.
Sure. Now you mentioned you had dog houses available. Are these at a cost?
No, these are actually free. We will allow people to borrow a doghouse. Usually if they have no longer need for it, we ask them to return them, but we will provide dog houses for anyone who's in need. So we
Oh,
have some that, like those igloo type of houses.
mhm.
And then we have a lot of people to donate those. So we have
I was
those
going to ask if some of these
available.
are built by volunteers who
Yeah,
donate these.
yeah,
Wow.
we get a lot of people will donate a house that somebody built for a dog and no longer needs.
Okay.
So it's kind of nice, somebody uses it, doesn't need it any longer, gives it to someone else who could, benefit from it. So
Sure. And speaking of volunteers, I know you always need volunteers, but what area do you
where
need?
are the volunteers?
Where, not where are they? They're there.
Well,
Where's your
actually,
biggest need for volunteers right now?
well, my volunteer that cleans this room today, Kathy, unfortunately, her grandson brought home some creeping crud, so she's not here today. And
Oh no.
this time of year, we have lots of people with colds and COVID, and the weather gets bad. So it's nice to have a lot of volunteers, and even some volunteers who could just sort of be on call if we need them. But
Oh,
right
okay.
now, as far as working in the cat area, we could definitely use another helper on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. So we've just just with reaching out to the public, we've added 3 new volunteers to help with the cats. So that's been really nice for me,
Yeah,
and then we also could use a little help with in the dog area with cleaning in the morning too. And we can always use dog walkers too. So, but
yeah,
yeah, it's nice to have a few standby people as well that are there to help when people get sick. Like today, Kathy's like, I can't come. We don't want her
right.
to come.
Yeah. Well, and if the volunteers are listeners of WOJB, what's nice is that they can continue to listen to
Yeah,
WOJB in the cat room.
I will not force them to, but I definitely nudge them in that direction. I took the knobs off the radio so no one can change it. No, I didn't.
Oh dear.
You
Yeah.
can listen to whatever you want, but the cats like WOJB, so
Oh, that's good. Yeah,
they have good taste.
that's
So
perfect. Yeah.
yeah, so we've had a lot of new animals come in, and we had a little bit of a break with the dogs for a while, but then we've got quite a few dogs from both the LCO and the Sawyer County Pound. So that's kind of
Okay.
what put us over the top with dogs, and then just stray cats and kittens showing up. We had a cat that came in just the other day. She had been shot by somebody, and
Um,
it broke her leg, and she'd been kind of living with it for a while. I don't know how, just stumbling along with this, shattered leg, and it was amputated yesterday. So she's in recovery and she seems to be doing well. But, we also had some puppies that somebody left in a crate out in the woods. And so, there's a lot of heartbreaking stories, but they're here and they're warm and they're well taken care of, and somebody will step forward. In
yeah,
fact, the people who found the cat that had been shot, they may end up wanting to foster her and potentially adopt her.
sure.
So that's
Yeah.
always a feel good story. So
And people should know that the Northwoods Humane Society is a no-kill facility, correct?
yes, we are. We have a very, very low euthanasia rate. I think now we just ended our fiscal year. I think last year maybe we had euthanized. I want to say off the top of my head, maybe three cats, 3 dogs.
Mm,
So it's very, very low. And all of those were either from, just illness that could not be fixed, or we had a few. I think we had one dog that was very aggressive and was not appropriate for being adopted.
mm,
So
yeah,
we do our best to try to fix some of these problems with these animals, but sometimes it's just things
right.
just can't
Yeah.
can't be done. And we had one cat that had a urinary blockage, which is a real serious condition. And, it's, it's hard, but knowing that we're not euthanizing for space. And,
Right.
across the country, most shelters now are going that way.
Right.
20 years ago, there were still lots of shelters, even in our area, that were euthanizing hundreds of animals a year. And they've all just kind of changed their tune and are going towards no kill, which is great, because even though it's hard and there's so many animals and it never seems like there's enough homes for them,
Right.
it's the way to go, and it gets done. The end of the day, you're like, wow, I got through it again.
Right. Yep. Yep. There was a very vocal cat next to you. Who's that that's been talking so much?
I don't know which one. They're all mad. They're like, chop chop, lady.
I
Hurry
thought I
up.
saw a dark one on the other side of you walking around, and I thought there was a loud meow in there
Oh,
somewhere.
well, there's a black cat up there named Ruby who is very, very loud. And she's a super sweet cat, just very friendly. And I think she was found on the reservation with some kittens, and we still have her two kittens, which look just like her. They're adorable.
Yeah.
They're running around waiting for their home.
Yeah.
So yes, we are pleading with people to come in and adopt or foster. I mean, we have right now, I think we have 6 dogs in foster and probably the same number of kittens in foster right now too. So that's always a possibility if somebody, when we get really full, if somebody wants to help in one, it helps us all out.
Yeah. All right. Well, Lisa, thank you so much for your update this month. We appreciate all that you do and all that you do to keep the Northwoods of Sawyer County healthy and keep those animals healthy for our human adopters. They appreciate all that you do there. Thank you
Well,
very
thank
much.
you, Mark. Take care.
Bye.